Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to answer an interesting question that came in to me today. So with this graph here, find the exponential function. So this is a general graph of the form y equals a plus b to the x plus c plus d. All right, so the fact of the matter is I found 2 points already on the graph, 0, 2, and 1, 1. And then I already know that the d is equal to 3 because the asymptote was shifted up 3, which I can clearly tell from here. So it's really y is equal to ab to the x plus c plus d, which is 3. Then I'm going to use the point 0, 2 to get one equation. So this will be 2 is equal to ab to the c, right? Because that's 0, 0 plus c plus 3. So that's 2 equals ab to c plus 3. Then I'll subtract the 3 to get negative 1 is ab to the c. And then divide by b to the c to get negative 1 over b to the c is equal to a. All right, now, this is still in terms of a, b, and c. So I'm going to use the other point that I picked, 1, 1, on the graph, all right, to give me 1 is equal to ab to the 1 plus c plus 3. Then I will go ahead and subtract the 3. So negative 2 is equal to ab to the 1 plus c. Then I'll substitute in the a over here. So I have negative 2 is equal to negative 1 over b to c times b to the 1 plus c. And then this really is negative 2 equals negative 1 over b to the c times b to the 1 times b to the c. So b to the c divides out. So I have negative 2 is equal to negative b, or b is equal to 2. So then I know that my equation is really of the form, all right, it's really of the form y is equal to a times 2 to the x plus c plus 3. And I still need to find a, and I still need to find out what the c are. But here's the real issue here. All right, so you know that if I use 0, 2 again, and I use the equation y is a times 2x to the x plus c plus 3, and I substitute in 0, 2, I get 2 is equal to, well, a was negative 1 over b to the c, but b was 2, so 2 to the c, times 2 to the x, which is 0, plus c plus 3. All right, so what I actually know here is that, well, this is actually just 2 to the c, so 2 equals negative 1 over 2 to the c times 2 to the c plus 3. So 2 to the c divides out, so I have 2 is negative 1 plus 3, and 2 is equal to 2. So that means that this is actually true for any value of c. All right, so this is true for any value of c. All right, so what does this actually mean here? Well, all right, if I know that this was my equation, y is a times 2 to the x plus c plus 3, but a was negative 1 over b to c, or negative 1 over 2 to c, then that's y is negative 1 over 2 to c times 2 to the x plus c plus 3. So all I really need to do then is actually just let the c be any value that I want, since it's true for any value of c. But in other words, if you look at what is going on, I actually have negative 1 over 2 to the c times 2 to the x times 2 to the c plus 3. Then 2 to the c's divide out, right? And I have y is negative 2 to the x plus 3. So in this particular case, I really didn't need to go ahead and deal with the value of c because the equation was true for any value of c. So there you go. So you could try any value of c, but you don't need to because it's true for any value of c that you would want to pick. So that is how I would go about explaining how I would find the equation of the graph in this case. So I hope that this helped.